Okay, so right before we get into the unboxing, I just want you guys to go check down the link in the description below, because it's a nice family YouTube channel that the lady at checkout when I was buying the Beyblades actually talked to me, and she was pretty nice, and she gave me her family channel name, and it's Joe the Master. I'll be saying it a couple times throughout the video. I don't know if I said it immediately at first. It's a nice family channel. Go check it out. And I'll see you guys in the next, in the main video. Peace. Unboxing time. We got Fang, Dragoon F, and Dracial S. We're going to get right into the unboxing after we shout out Joe the Master. I think it was either the mom or the mom owns the channel. She was the cashier, and she actually she wanted to know why I was buying Beyblades, because she didn't know there's Beyblades back there. And her son loves these, and he actually, I think he is the one who mainly does videos on the channel. So shout out to Joe the Master. Link will be in the description to their channel. Go support their channel. I know they have like 80,000 subscribers or something, is what I heard, but I only have 80 subscribers, so I thought might as well add another 80 to their count. Let's go. Anyway, we're gonna probably start with Dracial, and then we're gonna do Dragoon. I'm mainly excited for Dracial because well, atomic. I need to see how good that actually is, and it's turbo. So does it raise both the turbo thing and the ball, or just the ring piece? Let's go ahead and find out. Let's see. Oh, I hate opening these, so I'm just going to pause, and we're going to go into when I have it opened. Okay, well, that was much easier than I thought. I just had to use my knife. Do not use a knife without your parents' permission if you are not in Scouts, because your tone chip could be taken away if you're in Scouts. Do it properly. Remember, in Scouts, you have to remember the blood circle. Make sure you're not in an arm's length away from. Make sure you're arm's length away from everyone at least. Anyway, here we are. Let's go ahead and add instructions, stuff we don't need. This Beyblade is very simple. Let's take out the Dracial, Dracial S. Hold on, let's see if we can break that. Oh, I may have to use my knife again. 1 second. And there we have it. Got it out. This one should be easier, and this should be easiest. Okay, let's go ahead and put it together. The slopes, let's see. Actually, the slopes don't look half bad on Dracial, which is pretty good considering it's supposed to be a defense type. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Those are great slopes on this. This is going to be good competitive. So let's go ahead. You slide this over here, pull up and slide. I see. So it's going to wear down pretty quickly like this. So I'd prefer you don't use it in turbo mode, but we will, just to show you how it is, just real quick. But it'll wear down the points on the jagged points on the Beyblade itself really quick. So I suggest don't use it in turbo mode. Keep it in low mode for great defense. You don't want to ruin the performance chip that fast. I mean, considering it's just basically an awakening, but you don't want to do that. Keep it in low mode. Okay, let's go ahead and put the launcher together and do a quick test launch. That's it in low mode. I mean, that's just a general atomic thing. Let's go ahead and compare it to our Balkesh, which I will launch, despite the fact the atomic is nearly broken. And actually, it normally would originally go around like that. So as you wear it down a little bit, it should be doing about the same thing. But here's the thing. The crown on this one is a little bit looser. This one's not. The crown or ring, the gold ring around the ball point driver is actually pretty tight on there. So this will have a little bit more attack power. But despite that, it should be still pretty good competitive-wise once the ring wears down just a tad bit. And it's just mainly on the ball bearing. It'll have some great defensive capabilities. sort of like on on Emperor Fornius from the other Turbo series stuff. Anyway, on with Dragoon. Let's go ahead and get this out. You know what? As I know how to get it out with my knife now, let me find my knife. I'm going to use the stadium because I do not want to spoil what I have planned for the next video. And let's quickly get this over with. So what we got to do, we got to get something sharp to cut the tape open here. It should be quite easy to open it up. Okay, we got a ripcord, instructions. We should be able to easily get out the driver, which is a good turbo driver from what I see. Is all attack based. It reminds me of what's it called of Destroy, but it's not quite Destroy. I'm just basically calling it Destroy, but I think it's Jagged is what it's meant to be. It's Turbo Jagged or whatever. And we have the what is this? The 7 disc. Right? Yep, 7. And of course we have Dragoon. Let's just pull that out. There we go. Let's throw these aside. Just pop the launcher, of course. And get the board ready for the test launch. This is basically just, I mean, Dragoon was already an attack type, but this is a left spin attack type too. This was the original Dragon Bay. The original left Dragon Bay. There we go. Slopes aren't half bad actually for a left spin. Let's go ahead and get it on the launcher. I'm not going to do it in turbo mode. I'm going to do the turbo modes next. But basically turbo mode will just give it more attack power than the Jagged Wari tip will do. Yeah, it sounds sort of like a plane. So let's go ahead and... Okay. Now on Dracial it has 1. But I recommend actually switching that out for the 7 on... Actually, no. 7 on Dragoon. It's still off balance there. And the one on here gives it more off balance here for a little bit more attack. So I'd say switching out for something with the bump frame would be good. And yeah. This one's mainly defensive. This one's attack oriented. But the defensive on this one, actually, it still has some good attack, but it'll end with some defensive maneuvers, I think, is how it works with this one. This one, just full out attack. And since it's left spin, it'll be great against right spin attacks because it'll be boosted a lot, but it'll also have some great hitting attacks on right spins and left spins together. So I do not have some good Beyblades, but we'll just attack them against each other. But first, let's test them out in turbo mode. For this one, you just twist it up, twist. For this one, twist up, twist, and it locks in place, sort of. Not really. Yeah, it doesn't really lock in place, but it's there. So this one, the ball driver's there, but it just will be pushed out of the way and go into full attack mode. It won't really do anything for Dracial in this mode, so it's just sort of loose in there. Let's go ahead and get Dragoon ready in turbo mode as well. We're going to launch Dragoon first. It's just increased airplane noise. And yeah, of course, as per usual per turbo releases, they do burst when hitting something pretty hard. Which is why the late attacks are really when you want to start attacking. But since it's going to be a left spin versus a right spin, in those cases, you really don't know what's going to happen. Okay, now we're going to launch this one. Hopefully not damage the crown or ring too much. I like to call it a crown for some reason. Mainly because it's a golden atomic turbo. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, already it's starting. It's not really giving it wear yet. This is pretty good plastic molding. I'll give them that. But it will wear down still pretty fast, so I still don't recommend using it in turbo mode. So I'm going to use it in defensive mode, and we're going to launch it against I like to call it defensive mode because it's lower, and it's mainly more defensive. I'm going to go against Dragoon with not in turbo mode, because I just want to see how that will work. Oh, that's not almost spin. Okay, Dragoon is ready. I'm going to launch Dracial first. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Good, hitting the rails. Getting some good hits in. Okay, that's really barely hitting, but okay, now you're getting in those attacks. That's what we love about Dragoon. Okay, yeah, well, it is atomic, so you'd assume it would win. But let's see what happens when we put them into turbo mode. Because I'm here and doing that for you guys. I'll sacrifice these bays just for the purpose of this. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this done. Again, remember, check out the Joe the Master in the description below. But let's go ahead and... Actually, no, this is a left spin one. So let me put this one there. And put your seal on the launcher. I gotta remember to put this together when I'm doing the battle. Anyways, this one's gonna be in turbo mode. This one's gonna be in turbo mode. Yeah, I forgot to put Dragoon in turbo mode there. It's basically in turbo mode no matter what because it's an attack type. But what are you gonna do? 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, crap. Oh man. I'm gonna have to relaunch. I might as well just get a better ripcord. There we go. Yeah, stop standing up. That's another thing with some turbo releases. They'll do that. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And Dragoon burst. Then again, it was spinning faster. But let's see what happens when I launch Dragoon first. So let's go ahead and launch Dragoon first, and let's see if Dracial bursts. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Yeah, Dragoon's slopes weren't as good as Dracial's, but then again, Dracial was on the verge of bursting, literally right there. Oh, and it seemed to basically nearly... So what it does, it creates enough friction that it basically pushes itself out, like, sort of loose. And then it pushes itself back down. So I guess, technically, this does put itself back into defensive during the battle. I still don't want to risk messing up the ring and crown, but that's inevitable with this in battle. But a good combo with this would be on, with the performance tip, would be on Ball Cash. You basically just upgrade it to turbo, and there you go. You got a solid bay right there. Anyways, that's going to be it. That's going to wrap it up. My final thoughts. Solid release to Dracial. Dragoon, yeah, not a very competitive release. So I'd suggest trying to find some good pieces that work. And, I mean, of course, it's meant to be an attack type, so you want it attack oriented for a good solid attack. But, I don't know. It's mid-tier. It's not low-tier. It doesn't burst immediately. But it basically almost does. It's mid-tier is what I would say for turbo. It depends on what we give it. I'd say, let's see what happens when I give it maybe this rubber what is this? This spiral? That's just, it's okay. But for a Dragoon release, it's still pretty good. I'll see you guys in the next one. Any custom combos in the future? I guess, yeah. We'll try and make some more competitive combos using these layers for them, I guess. I don't know. I found these at Dollar General, so I mean, Dracial, that's the one you gotta love. So what we actually have, one second, let me show you guys. Let me find it. Do I have it in here? I don't, but I have another Dracial S. But it's somewhere in here. I don't know where it is. I think it's in my other stadium. But overall, good bay. Good overall, 10 out of 10. Dracial, I'd say about a 7 on Dragoon. Anything else I want to see how it is in the meta? Let's see how it does against a Dynamite battle with F gear upgrade. So it's going to be good against left spins as well on Dynamite Belial. Dynamite Belial versus Dragoon from Turbo Series. Yeah, I didn't really expect much. It's off balance, so get some good attacks in. But yeah, yeah, that's what will happen. I mean, still, it was there for good. So I'd say make a good life after death combo with this. It'll be great against right spins and left spins. That's my only suggestion. Basic life after death again. Just a reminder, where it keeps on spinning even when it's at very, very low stamina. Where likely topple over just keeps on going. I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, remember, check out Joe the Master in the description below. They'll be at the top of the description. Go click a link to their channel. I will be supporting them for a little bit more. It'll be there because, again, it seems like pretty nice people. Anyways, adios, toodaloo, and let it rip.